ICNA New Jersey and Zubaydah Foundation. We are here once again at the second weekend in Atlantic City doing this grand distribution drive. Brother Murtaza Afzal, what do you have to say about this such a beautiful gesture on behalf of Zubaydah Foundation?
It's a beautiful work with the coordination with ICNA, Councilman Help, and local Imam is Muhammad Amin, and he has done a tremendous job, and I should salute you. MashaAllah, this kind of work has to be continued. Coordination has to be just like this all the time, not just one time.
Councilman, do you encourage these activities? Do you see them again being done in your city,
yes.
your township, and are you going to support it fully?
Yes, absolutely. Like I said, this is just the start. Our problems are not going to go away overnight. It's very important that people understand, yes, Atlantic City is open for business, but at the same time, we have a neighborhood and various neighborhoods in the city that is still struggling. We have kids in schools that are still living in motels. We have various residents displaced. And, you know, nice justice like this goes a long way to help people build their spirits up as we can come back from this situation.
If I request you on behalf of the township, if you want to say a few words thanking our donors who are going to be watching this recording, through their donations and efforts, this beautiful program has been set up. What do you have to say to them?
Yes, on behalf of the city of Atlantic City, I'd like to thank you for your generosity. It goes a long way. It goes to show that people from all over the world and various countries, they care about what happened. And it just shows this great nation, America, this is what we all about. You know, the land of the free, the home of the brave, and everybody sticking together and, you know, to make it happen for people in need. And I applaud ICNA Foundation and Zubaydah and Masjid Muhammad. Wonderful job. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
We're going to set up the tables right here in this way, and we have 10 categories. We're going to stick these labels on the wall, and under that we're going to keep the respective items. People are going to come in, they're going to just go around.
Okay, I'd like to thank Marty Small for throwing this occasion for everybody. It's hard to get things since the storm, and we needed a heater because it's kind of cold in our place.
And at this time, when we heard about the Sandy from Imam Amin, we came. We were the first one. I was the first one to came and see how bad it is. As a Muslim, this is my duty. Whatever I can do, I should do. And we had been coming from last 3 weeks continuously, bringing a lot of food and canned stuff and blankets and heaters, those kind of stuff. And we are coordinating with ICNA. ICNA is a lot bigger group than us, and it's better to work together than stay in small pockets. So I love to work with ICNA, and this is I love to do this kind of work. I hope nobody needs this kind of work.
Grateful. Every time I look around and see how he's blessing everyone, it's just a gift. I thank him so much, and everyone that's providing. Thank you so much.
It is indeed have been our honor to come here for the second straight week on behalf of ICNA New Jersey, on behalf of ICNA Relief, bringing this massive distribution drive here to the city of Atlantic City, to the residents of Atlantic City. We were initially contacted by the Islamic Center of Masjid Muhammad's leadership and as well as the township officials, and we are really honored to be here distributing these food items, giving free blankets, free heaters, absolutely free of charge through the generous donations of the Muslim community. It's indeed our honor to be here.
Hi, my name is Lorenzo Langford, and I am the mayor of the city of Atlantic City. And I am here this afternoon at the Boys and Girls Club in Atlantic City to say thank you and pay homage to the ICNA in cooperation and conjunction with Zubaydah for this relief effort here in the city of Atlantic City in the aftermath of Hurricane Sandy. I want to say thank you to Masjid Muhammad and all of the organizers who have brought this event together. And I want to say thank you to all of the many volunteers who have thought it not robbery to help us in our time of need. With Allah's grace, we will get through this. Thank you and God bless you.
Being a resident of Atlantic City, I know firsthand the effects of it, and I just am here to help as a Muslim, it's my obligation to help our neighbors and help the community. And it just makes me feel good inside, you know, that I'm able to put a smile on people's faces during this trying time. So alhamdulillah, I feel blessed to be able to be involved and be a part of this.
The real effort here is not so much the material goods that people have brought. They have been many. It's not so much the fact that we see them here coming to Atlantic City. We are gratified that people feel the need and the necessity to live out their faith and to come and help the people in Atlantic City who have been devastated by Hurricane Sandy. And I think that's the important activity here. We thank ICNA, we thank the Zubaydah Foundation, we thank everyone involved, the volunteers, the city officials. And when the history of Sandy is written, after the dollars are counted up, after the physical devastations of properties are evaluated, the thing that will live on is the human spirit that was evidenced, the cross-section of people that came to help us. We're forever grateful for our Muslim brothers and sisters for all of their efforts.
I'm glad to be with my friend Khalil Shabazz and the Atlantic City Congregation of Muslims to say that, you know, we need to get them back on their feet, and whatever we can do as residents of Atlantic City and leaders of Atlantic City, we're here to help them get whatever they need. And in the meantime, while they're suffering, they're making sure that others that suffer won't suffer as much, because they're here today to give back. And that's a great thing that I see among the Muslim community in Atlantic City, and I support them wholeheartedly. And I just hope that today is just the start of everybody coming together and working it out to make sure they have a place to worship, a place to meet, a place to just be a part of Atlantic City, as they have been for 60 plus years that I know of. So I'm just saying, you know, I'm glad to have friends that are Muslims, and I'm glad to have friends that support this community and people of the community.
And I also want to mention the last thing. ICNA is here from North Jersey, and they are here to support our residents of Atlantic City. And I want to thank them for coming out here.
So what else could I do but to come out and help, spend my time? It's a few hours just to help people that were affected by the hurricane. I have done, you know, things in Atlantic City as far as volunteer, so this was easy for me to just come out and help. But for the most part, I'm just here just to help the people that I know in the city, to hand out goods that they are in need of, blankets and food, goods and stuff. So that's my story and why I'm here, just to help, just to do my duty as a Muslim and as a resident of this South Jersey area.
Assalamu alaikum, peace and blessings be upon you. My name is Imam Amin Muhammad. I am the resident Imam of Masjid Muhammad of Atlantic City, New Jersey. We are here at the Boys and Girls Club of America here in Atlantic City in conjunction with ICNA New Jersey and ICNA Relief and Zubaydah Foundation to distribute goods and services to our community after the catastrophe of Hurricane Sandy. Many beneficial things have happened in this city with regard to relief efforts, and we are very thankful for the efforts of the Muslim community coming together in conjunction with city officials and law enforcement as well to do beneficial things in our community, to provide them with food, blankets, clothing, heaters, all those things that would make their transition back into normality after this disaster something easy. We thank all the supporters and all of the volunteers and everyone who has offered their service to help the city of Atlantic City in their stage of recovery. And we from Masjid Muhammad and me, myself as the Imam, we like to thank everyone who has made countless prayers and invocations for our success. May God reward you all. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Now we're outside of Masjid Muhammad in Atlantic City, New Jersey, which is a 10,000 square foot facility that suffered great damage from Hurricane Sandy. As you can see here, the siding on the roof was taken away by the wind, and that destruction reached the whole length of the building. As you can see, still portions of the siding hanging off that still needs to be removed. And here we have traces of the water line, and this is almost 2 weeks later. You can still see the saturation of the water on the building, even after it dried. That went up between 4.5 to 6 feet. And here you may look, you will see the bay that is directly across the street from the masjid. And this water rose, and it rose to the level of 6 feet, which covered this whole area. And all of these houses there, which is the house of Senator Jim Whalen, his whole house was flooded from 6 feet out. And a little bit beyond that, 3 blocks, is the ocean. So for the first time in the history, the bay and the ocean met, which formed extreme flooding circumstances here in the city. This is some of the siding that we have in that we're trying to preserve so no one gets hurt, and we're hopefully trying to get this whole building restored and replenished so that people can come back in. Here, as you walk into the door, you can see that the water line is still on the windows. So here we're in the community room, which used to be held in this room. Interfaith activities, stop the violence movement in the community, many community affairs, Girl Scouts of America was held in this portion, and many other activities that the community benefited from. This is the trace of what was left after Hurricane Sandy. As you can see, we started to peel back the sheetrock that went up to almost 6 feet through the building because of the mold, and as it spread, we're still in the demolition process of taking it out. You can look over here into which was once my office, that we had computer equipment, tables, desks, all of our administrative aspects of the masjid is lost and completely gone. When we had damage to our roof, as you can see here, water coming through the roof and causing severe damage to the building. This area was once the storage area for the food pantry. As you can see, we used to have this area filled with food that was given out to the community, serving like 300 families a week. And the water came through the roof and totally damaged this whole area. And this area was once our kitchen, which is now totally destroyed. It was a full operating kitchen with stoves, different kinds of kitchen equipment, freezers, all completely gone. This is the restroom facilities for the male and female. You will see where water was seeping in through the roof. This is the male's bathroom, where from the top of the rain, where the wind pulled off the roof, you have water seeping in through it. Here we're entering the prayer area, which is the 4,000 square feet, which holds around 300 worshippers, and this whole area has been destroyed. If you look along the wall, you see the remaining traces of the flood line on the traces on the bricks. And here, that 4,000 square foot carpet that was totally removed and destroyed during the hurricane. You see traces from the water above, which is coming down from the roof, and they're all saturated behind, which we still have to remove the sheetrock there because of the water and the concern for mold. This is the 6th dumpster that we filled up with debris as a trace of cleaning out the building and trying to get to the stage of rebuilding. As you can see here, some of the food that was from the food pantry that was soaked in the water that we no longer can use. We ask everyone to support our efforts to rebuild this very essential facility in Atlantic City, New Jersey, where many of our residents, Muslims and non-Muslims, benefit from the services offered by the Islamic community. You may donate by going online to our website at www.mmacinc.org. That is www.mmacinc.org. Or you may send directly to our building, which is Masjid Muhammad of Atlantic City, Inc., 300 North Albany Avenue, Atlantic City, New Jersey, 08401.
أشرقت نفسي بنور من فؤادي حينما رددت يا رب العباد وانتشت روحي وصار الدمع يجري يا إلهي خذ بقلبي للرشاد
أشرقت نفسي بنور من